do they say, Dallas? Almost, or counts in what? Hand grenades and
horseshoes.
Horseshoes and hand grenades. Just not quite enough. Bullpen. It's the bullpen again. Giants lose it 4-3 tonight on another, I guess you would call that, what was the, let me look at that box score. They had the lead in the 6th or the 7th? They had the lead, Dallas, 3-2.
We gave it up in the 7th.
Yeah, a blown save. Another that counts as a blown save. That's where you see, they'd have a lot more if
officially
they
had a blown save, but it's a
blown save
opportunity.
I think it's a blown save. Let me look. Pretty sure. Let me look at the box score. I don't know. Goes as a. I have to look at. Maybe I'll have to look at our Yahoo Fantasy League and see what they. But nobody has Sam Hench's on the fantasy team.
Yeah, that one's kind of on Hench's.
Yeah.
I think Roupp, did all right. He wasn't his sharpest, but he gave up 2 runs in 6 innings. I think that's everything you could ask of Roupp. So I think he was not the problem today. No, it was the 9th game now that they have lost of Roupp starts in a row.
His sour shoes. Yep, he's not an offensive player. I just what did Chapman do tonight? He was 0 for 3
with a walk
and 2 strikeouts. Eldridge was 0 for 4, but only 1 strikeout. A rarity. I mean, 0 for 5. The 3 hitters tonight were Devers and Lee and Schmitt, all with 2 hits apiece.
Right.
Let's kill the band here, and then we'll get into the show.
Yeah, the bottom of the first 3 went over, and then 4 through 9 at least had a hit.
Yeah.
So kind of an odd game. I mean, from that respect, you don't normally expect that. But I kind of felt like the Giants were going to figure out a way to win this one, but it comes down at the end, and they just couldn't piece it together. So
I was a little worried because they don't like 4-game winning streaks.
That's true.
They
have none.
They're kind of adverse to that. We're 87 games to go. So they have played what? Let me look at their record here.
75.
They played 75 and still not a 4-game winning streak. They are now, the Giants are 31-44. They can't seem to get back to even 11 under. It's been a while.
I mean, they're not going to if they can't win. If you can't win 3 in a row, that means for every 3 games you win, you only win 1, because you gave 1 back the next day. So you can't make up ground winning 2 out of 3 or 3 out of, 2 out of whatever they're doing is not good enough.
I want to ask you,
it's crazy.
I want to ask you a question here because I was turning the TV off to come into the studios here at NorCal Sports Network. We have, studios all over the place. As you see, the studio where Dallas is at, we own that one. We own this one here, this studio. We've got a couple of other studios that we're, adding all the time. And from the studio, as I left the family room to walk into the home studio here, I heard, I'm drawing a blank. I think it was, who were they talking to? Maybe it was Wotus. It was, why am I drawing a blank? I know him. I've met him. Great guy. Shasky's old partner on 95.7. He's on NBC Sports Bay Area. Somebody help me out. I'm just drawing a blank. Get these brain farts sometimes when you get on these shows and you can't remember. He does the Warriors post-game shows all the time. Bonta Hill. Thank you, Robert DeVille. Thank you. Insane. Yeah. I heard Bonta say to, I don't know who he was talking to. I can't remember if it was Wodas, Estes. I was just running through the door. He said, the one thing I heard was the bullpen, and they've got to, with the trade deadline, they've got to shore that up, and they've got to shore up the bullpen. I want to ask, do you shore up the bullpen? Or do you just, because to shore up the bullpen, that means you got to give away something.
No, you don't.
I don't think you do. I think you punt on the season.
You shore it up internally if you want to put somebody in the bullpen from the lower levels and get rid of somebody. Say, Sam Henches, it's been fun. Thank you. But we've got Matt Gage coming back, and you're just not cutting it. You know, whatever they want to do. I mean, but you can't go and throw bad money after more bad money.
Yeah, you can't go give away prospects to get like, oh, well, let's shore up our bullpen. I mean, if you're going to trade,
if you want to trade Raffi Devers and they'll give you back a bullpen arm, sure, fine.
Yeah, I'm for that. Yeah, and everybody's going to have a different take on how to fix this. Okay, that's what sports people do. We talk. We have different opinions. We agree. We disagree. That's what makes sports, I guess you would call it, entertaining, controversial, whatever you want to call it. But I heard Mark Willard on the 95.7 The Game talking. He said, I kind of think that the Giants' real problems is not the offense. I'm not of the opinion they should be trading any of the big three. And this is a pretty good offensive team. Let's
sometimes
get the pitching short up and run it back. And I'm thinking, when do you stop? They have never been over 500, but once in 10 years. Why do we want to keep playing this? Why are we afraid of actually, if you do it right and you get rid of all these people and get young talent and you have an excessive amount of top 100 prospects, the ones that make it, the ones that there's no room for, you trade and use them as trade chips. Just like, some of the draft picks that they might have coming. I mean, I just don't understand. Yes, it's a longer process, but how long do you want to go with this process of middle of the road?
I don't think it has to be that much of a longer process.
I don't think it does.
Because you have, I mean, it depends on who you're going to trade, but how I would do it, and it's not exactly a rebuild, but it is in a way, because you trade whoever's not nailed down. Robbie Ray, you trade, right? Arise, you trade. If you can find a way to get rid of Malley, you trade him. You can find a way to get rid of Bader, you trade him. You find a way to get rid of whoever. But then the other big thing is everyone's been talking about it. You got to move one of the big three. You got to move Devers, Chapman, or Adames. Whichever one you can get a taker on. It doesn't matter. You have to move one of them. Because these guys are blocking 3 of the 4 infield positions, and for years and years to come. They're all getting older. They're all blocking a position in the middle infield, and they're not producing. So, individually they produce in stretches, but as a core, they are not a winning ball club. So you have to figure out a way to disrupt that rotten core and get rid of one of those guys. And then if you get rid of one of those guys, then that frees up money. So you trade Ray, Arise, Malley, Bader, whoever you wants to go, and you trade all those guys, and you get bullpen arms, AA prospects, whatever you can get, just like you did with the relievers you traded last year, Doval and Rogers. You get as many Parks Harbors as you can, bullpen, whoever. You load up on pitching prospects mainly. That's what the Giants need.
This is why I'm trading Logan Webb, because
I'm not trading Logan Webb because
we're going to have a fight.
You need pitching next year.
We're having a fight.
Bryce Eldridge is here right now.
Fight right now.
Bryce Eldridge is here now. Jung Lee is here now. You need to put a pitching staff on the field. How do you do that? Well, you keep Webb because you don't want to. You already are limited on your starting pitching, so you keep Webb because you need a starting pitcher. But with Ray gone, Arise gone, Malley, Bader, and one of the big three gone, that gives you $70 million that you get to spend on building a pitching rotation and bullpen. So you bring in a starter at $30 million, you bring in a starter at $20 million, and then
you don't win the World Series in 27. You fail. Maybe
we don't know that.
Oh, come on.
I mean, did anyone think in 2010 they were going to win the World Series?
No, but at least they had some decent pitching.
You had a young stud rookie of the year. You have that now.
Yeah, but you also had Lincecum, Mad Bum.
Well, that's
Kane.
The problem. You had pitching before.
And you had four dominant relievers.
You don't have... That's
you have
one of the big problems with the Giants.
You have zero relievers.
That's why you need to trade all these guys. There's 5 guys you can trade, and you can get pitching prospects back, relievers, guys that you can throw into the mix next year and see who can step up. Because you're right, you have no bullpen. But this team with Bryce Eldridge, I think as the linchpin in that lineup, I think he's special. I think that this team is going to be ready to start winning some games, and they're going to need pitching behind them to do it. So that's why you need to free up some money.
With what offense? Chapman and Devers and Adames?
No, you're getting rid of one of those guys.
Okay.
With Lee and with Eldridge and with Schmitt and these young guys.
All right.
You got to move away from the old guys. You can't get rid of all of them. You're going to have to keep Devers, or you're going to have to keep Adames.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If
Ramos,
if you could choose to have a competitive team next year with Logan Webb, and it falls a little short, it wins 85 games, doesn't make the playoffs, and then in 28 you got rid of some of these guys, but you're still got Devers and Adames, and they're weighing you down. And you got Webb, and you win 87, 88 games, and you get into the playoffs and bow out.
Yeah.
And then Logan Webb leaves, and you have nothing to show for it, versus trading Logan Webb this trade deadline or this off season, getting a haul of prospects that are ready, and then in 28 you got all these young guys coming, and you start making the playoffs, and you're competing for World Series for a decade. Which would you prefer?
It depends on who you can get. If you can do that,
no, I'm saying you can get that. You can get.
We
that
don't know that. We don't know if we can get that.
You can, Dallas.
Is it pitchers?
I don't know what they do, but they can get good players for Logan Webb, because Garrett Crochet brought 3 solid players to the White Sox, and maybe a 4th if he comes through. But look where the White Sox are now. You have to look at, in my opinion, looking towards winning sustainably. The Giants cannot sustain anything with this current crop of players. The one thing they can sustain is losing.
I think
proved it. They've proven it.
I think they've proven that they need pitching. Okay,
so they go get pitching, and they have Eldridge at first. They have Casey at second. They have, let's just say Devers is gone.
Okay.
Devers is gone. You got Adames at short, Chapman at third, Ramos in left, somebody in center, and Lee in right.
Mm-hmm.
And you only contract you have off the books. Well, you got Ray gone. You got that's $25 million, and then you got Arise gone. Whatever he's making, 12. That's 37, and you got another 30ish of Devers. So you got $67 million gone.
And you got Malley 11.
Malley, yeah. So you can save $70+ million. Right. All right. So now you've got this offense that really has 2 to 3 guys that can hit. That Eldridge, Lee, and Schmitt. That's it. And maybe Ramos to an extent. Maybe Ramos to some extent.
Maybe, yeah.
And then, you're adequate at catcher with Susac as far as hitting. You're adequate at third base with Chapman, and you're
basically have the same offense as you do right now, with the exception of Devers, who's had one good month, and then he's been a 0 the rest of the time.
And then you have, so you got 70 million, 75 million, let's say. So you go out there and spend, you can get one solid starter for 20+ million.
Yeah, maybe 30.
Yeah. And then you got 2, and you're probably going to have to sign him to a 5-year deal, which sucks, because generally getting somebody to is somebody in their 30s, because they are reaching free agency, and that's always a bad deal to go out and get 30+ year olds for a 4 or 5 year deal. It's just not, it usually doesn't work out. And then you go out and you spend $40 million on the bullpen. You're spending on a closer for $18 million. You're spending $10 to $12 million on setup guys. And, okay, so who's your other 3 starters after you Webb and your free agent, whoever that might be?
Well, you got to sign one more. You got to sign 2 pitchers. You can't just sign one. You got to sign one for 30 million and one for 20 million, and then 20 million, 25 million on the bullpen.
You basically need to sign 2 starters and 4 bullpen guys. 6 guys for pitching.
Yeah, you could probably get away with 2 solid bullpen guys. And then for the 9th and 8th innings, and then with all the mess of guys you have right now, fell out 6 and 7,
Yeah.
But I don't, I think that's possible.
Trade Ramos for a starting pitcher. That's not a bad option,
Yeah.
Although
now,
the Giants,
as far as team construction goes, though, if you you want to move into the direction of contact hitters, guys with low strikeout percentage, high on base percentage, guy that can take walks, the guy that Eldridge is now becoming before our eyes, but the guy that Luis Ariz is, you need to get more of those players, less of the Devers, Chapman, Adames, and kind of Ramos is in that boat. His average is a little bit better, but a lot of swing and miss. So, but you do have to, whoever you add on the lineup side, the hitting side needs to be in that kind of archetype of, high on base percentage. So yeah, I think that's the direction they need to be moving, because they just have too many guys that are the same type of hitter, and it's bad construction. It really is. And we've seen it with Arise this year, how important that is. Guys that are annoying at bats. There's no easy out with Arise. There's no easy out with Eldridge. He fights.
Yep. And
Lee needs to get more and more like that.
Yeah.
When he's on, he's a tough at bat.
Yeah. The main problem with Chap, Adames, and Devers is they aren't hungry. Exactly. They're not hungry. They're comfortable. They're rich, and doesn't matter. They produce or not. They get paid. I think you'd ideally want majority young good players and a vet or two. That's the formula. I agree. That's how the Giants won before. They were young and hungry. You look at that core of Posey and Belt and Crawford and Panda. Those guys were all pretty excited. Then they brought in a vet like Pence, and you had some other guys like Morse, who was a vet that contributed. And then of course, see, I'm drawing a blank again. Cody Ross, there it came to me. Guys like that, Scudero, Freddie Gonzalez or Sanchez. I mean, guys.
And
guys
I think it will get like
up.
that again. It's going to take a few years to get to the point where those the Joe Stars.
They're coming. They're coming. Everybody sees it. And Dan O'Dowd, former GM of Colorado. I hear him talk on MLB. That talks about the Giants farm system is in good shape, but it's all, pretty much Arizona Complex League, low A, high A, and maybe a touch of double A. Not much in triple A to really help you. There's one or two pieces that are coming, but they're close in double A. And then, I do think that guys like Level can move through the system. He's in high A right now. I think he can move to Bo's hitting the ball. He smashed the ball. Cody, in fact, we could play a Bo Davidson highlight here, I believe.
Go ahead, Dan. I got to run downstairs. Someone's rang my doorbell 3 times, so I got to see what's up.
All right. Don't they know we're on a show? Hey, Pike's gonna. Let's see. Wow. The Pirates are trading their pick number 34, their compensatory pick. Wow. Maybe the Giants, do we have any bullpen help we really don't. Yeah. How about Brian Walker? I like that. Cody saying, I want to pull up. Let's see here. I'm going to pull up some of Cody's. Is this the bomb? No. Let me pull up the Bo. Oh, Elliot Ramos tonight. There we go. Let's do a little Elliot Ramos highlight right here, guys. Let's see it.
Francisco batting 267. The pitch is swung at, hit in the air to deep center field. Thomas going back to the wall, and it is gone. Halfway up the berm on the second pitch of the game, Elliot Ramos with a solo home run. The power barrage for the River Cats continue their 6th home run of the series. And it is already a 1-0 Sacramento lead here at Chicago.
There we go. We got a little bit of Elliot Ramos. I think we had what do we got? Is this Tugboat? No, Scooble. Oh, I like that. I like that. All right. We're looking here. Oh, I'm in the wrong feed here. I need to go to Cody's. I saw a blast by Dakota Jordan that he had posted. Here it is. It's a little blurry because it's, double A.
Twice the last time on an automatic third strike. First pitch to him this time. That's hit deep to left. Graber looking back, and that is gone. That one cleared both fences. Both the new and the old. 2 homers for the Emeralds here in this 5th inning. Again, thankfully for the Dust Devils, nobody on. So the score now, Tri-City 8, Eugene 4. On Dakota Jordan's 9th home run of the year. RBI total now 44. Twice the last time on an automatic third strike. First pitch to him this time. That's hit deep to left.
There we
Raber
go.
looking back, and that is gone.
All right, there we go. Dakota Jordan with a blast, 117 miles per hour. How do you hit a ball that hard? But guys, I see some stuff in the in the chat. Win and Killian for the 34th pick. You got to remember, there's 29 other teams that have better prospects or bullpen arms than the Giants do. If the Pirates want to pick and choose, they're not going to. I can't imagine the Pirates saying, "Yeah, that's the guy we want in the Giants bullpen. That guy, yeah. Give me two of them." Let's come. I can't even. Yeah. We got a super chat. Dan, look up Dylan Cease, Corbin Burns, Chris Sale trades. Most of these prospects hauls are terrible. Even the Tyler Rogers haul looks mediocre. Well, you're also trading those guys when they had 2 months left on their contracts. That's why you trade them before they get that, because you're not going to get as much at the end. You can be very picky and go after, look what they got for Juan Soto. You think that's a terrible haul? James Wood, he's one of the best hitters in the game. CJ Abrams, another really good player. Mackenzie Gore, he's still in the big leagues. But, I'm not saying Logan Webb's going to bring you what Juan Soto brought you, but it's because Soto had a couple more years before free agency that they were able to get so many really good prospects. What do we got here? E. Miller says Casey is becoming a good hitter from only swing hard guy. He's beginning to swing differently to different pitches now. Yeah, Casey got down tonight twice in the count 0-2 in two different at-bats and came up with hits. That's impressive. It's not easy to do. You're really in the pits when you're down 0-2 in the big leagues. Yeah, Scrapper says another guy the Giants traded no one talks about is Will Kepner. Okay, local kid from San Jose. The Giants, basically, their issue is not just the pitching. It is the biggest issue, the pitching and the bullpen. It's really bad. I think the Giants have three decent starters. I would say, when I say decent, I would say really, really good in Webb, good in Ray and Roupp. I wouldn't put if I said, okay, great.
Yeah.
If I got my categories are great, really good, or let's say great, really, really good, good to, like really, really good is a great is an A plus. Really, really good is like a B plus, A minus. Really good's a B. Goods is a C plus. Average is a C. And then, I think
Why
the
don't you
Giants
rate them 1 through 5?
1 through 5. Okay. 1 being a
1
top,
is an ace.
Okay.
Number
All right.
1.
All right. I'm going to go Logan Webb. I'm going to go 1.5.
Okay.
Robbie Ray, I'm going to go 2.5.
Okay. Now the Giants' problem this year is that Webb wasn't a 1.5 to start the year.
No.
He was hurt, and he only since he came back from the IL, has he been a 1.5 or a 1. He's been a 1 since
he's
he came
a 1
back.
lately. I'm factoring in the whole year. I'm factoring
But
in
the whole year he was the whole year he's a 3, I think.
Right.
If you average it.
Yeah.
And then Ray has had a bad stretch.
I think who he is a 1.5. I think who Ray is a 2.5. I think Roop's like a 3, maybe a 2.5. And then Molly and and Hauser are like fives. Maybe
Yeah, but
maybe not
nobody-
even fives. Maybe not
Nobody has pitched up to those numbers.
Right.
Webb has only been a 1.5 or a 1 for 4 starts, right?
Yeah.
Ray, most of the year, he's been not good. He's been a 4 this year.
Yeah. Right.
Malley and Hauser have been not 5s. They've been off the team,
They've been like 10s. Yeah. But,
right.
But
and
at
Roupp
10
has been a 4, if that. He's been bad. He's been a 5 this year. So
yeah.
McDonald has the potential to be a 2, but
Oh, I forgot about.
he's been
I
a
forgot
4.
about our friend McDonald. Yeah. Oh,
So
McDonald.
you need. I mean, you can't always. We enter the season, and you can't really count on those guys because maybe they get it together, maybe they don't. Roupp, McDonald, Wisenhunt, Tidwell, Birdsong, all question marks. You don't know what you're going to get. So you can depend on, of those 5 guys, 2 of them being able to anchor down the bottom 2 of a rotation, the 4 or 5 spot, but you need 3 guys ahead of them, ahead of those guys.
Agree. Can we get our likes up, guys? Can we? It's that time of the night where we need you to hit the like button. How many people do we have in the chat tonight? 74 watching, 75 watching, 14 likes.
Whoa.
Come on.
Now, I've explained
60.
this before, but just because you didn't like that the Giants lost doesn't mean you can't like the show. They're different things.
Yeah, we're entertaining you guys. We're giving you an outlet. Yeah, I always hit somebody's like when they ask. Sometimes I might forget to hit the like because I'm not paying attention. But if they ask, yeah, unless I just don't like them. And so maybe there's some people that don't like us, but that's par for the
I'm gonna hit
course.
the like button. I like us, I think.
I like.
I'm gonna
me
hit the
too.
like.
I like you.
I'm 21. I'm like number 21.
All right. Hey, 21, blackjack, you win. So, yeah, I agree in saying Dodgers will probably get Scooble because they'll be in on the deal. And, how did Scooble pitch tonight, by the way? Let's take a look. Tariq Scooble.
He was good.
Faced Chicago, right?
White Sox, yeah.
White Sox. Scooby. Scooble. This is his second start back, right? They won 4-3. Scooble went 5 2/3, 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 1 base on ball, no decision, gave up 2 home runs, 94 pitches. Okay. Nothing, not his spectacular dominant performance. Interesting. TBD. I would say incorrect with that. I would say 29 other teams would love to have Bryce Eldridge. Just saying.
He's the one guy they should not trade.
Yes.
I don't know who they could get back that would be better.
If you were trading, if somebody said, okay, we'll give you Jackson Churio and Mizorowski. Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're two young guys, Milwaukee. But that's not going to happen.
Well, I wouldn't do that if I were them anyway.
Milwaukee?
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't do that. I'm just saying that's why I'm saying that's about the only type of trade I would trade Eldridge. And look, guys, I'm just going to go out there, and I've said it. I don't want to put the pressure on the kid, but you know what? I think he's got Aaron Judge talent with him.
Yeah.
He's 4 years younger. Remember this. Look at his eye right now, what he's learning in the big leagues. His eye. What do you think Bryce Eldridge is going to be like when he's 25? Remember, he's 21. Aaron Judge entered the American League rookie in 2017, he was 25. Now, Judge was not the big-time average hitter when he started out. He didn't hit 300 in his early years. He hit 52 homers. You put Bryce Eldridge in Yankee Stadium, I guarantee you when he's 25, he hits 50 homers. I guarantee you if he was playing in Yankee Stadium, he would hit 52 homers. Wait till this kid fills out. What did Aaron Judge hit in 2017? I don't think he hit 300 until the last year or two. You have it up, his stats?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you were pulling it up. I'm going to look it up.
I was looking at Eldridge.
Okay. Aaron Judge. Here's his,
Eldridge leads the Giants in on-base percentage, OPS.
Aaron Judge, his first full season, hit 52 homers and batted .284. Pretty good. 2018, he hit .278, .272, .257 in the 2020 crap season. Hit .287 in 21, .311, and then .267, .322, .331. So in the last 3-4 years, he's become a even better hitter. At age 30, he broke 300 and he hit 62 homers. That was his, Hall of Fame. Hello, I'm heading to the Hall of Fame trajectory season. That was when he was just all world. I mean, his freaking OPS plus. Get that ad out of here. Guess what his OPS plus was in 2022? .210. And then in 24, it was 225, and last year 213. Now, Bryce Eldridge a day or two ago was at 168 and leading all of baseball with over 110 at bats. He had a 168 OPS plus.
Baseball will adjust to Eldridge, and he will have to adjust back. But usually by this time, by this amount of at-bats, they've had made adjustments already. Some guys look silly at this point, and Eldridge is still hanging on there and giving good at-bats. So, and how many times can we say how young he is? He has tons of time to learn and continue to build his skills and grow and, become a complete hitter. This is just the beginning.
Yeah.
He leads the Giants in many stats and just the eye test. He is the scariest at bat the Giants have. If there's one pitcher, if there's one guy in the Giants that a pitcher doesn't want to face, it's Eldridge right now. Lefty, righty, doesn't matter. You don't want to face him.
Yep.
So that's a good start.
This little dude or whoever says, "Are you kidding me? He will never be anything close to Judge." Well, just wait and see. Just wait and see. Time will tell. He may not. But no one cares about what predictions you make. No one's going to remember him, Kitty. When I say something, everybody holds me to it. So that's what I do here. I make bold predictions. I told you Casey Schmitt would be a heck of a ball player and would be a good hitter in the big leagues, and everybody laughed at me. About 9 out of 10 people, and every time Casey did something wrong last year, people would text me and say, "He sucks. Your guy sucks." Now, no one's coming to me, maybe one or two. "Oh, you were right, Dan. Look, I said the same thing about Elliot Ramos." What's so funny here?
Bryce is a slim guy. Only way he fills out if he takes steroids. Everybody at 21 is a slim guy. I was a rail at 20, and then by the time I was 24, I was 220 pounds. I gained 50 pounds over the course of 5 years, and not just because I was fat or anything like that. It's just you get bigger as you age.
Yeah,
and I'm not an athlete.
I was 100 at 21. I actually got married at 21. I was 155, 160 pounds. Yeah, I'm a little over 200 now. But I quickly in my mid 20s
Yeah.
right.
Guys
ballooned
fill
up
out
to
in their mid
175, 180. So, by the way, guys, just so you know, not 100% confirmed, but we have a commitment. We're speaking of Casey Schmitt. Casey Schmitt should join the show Monday night on the Giants off day.
Ooh, how about that?
Yeah. So hopefully we'll have him here. We'll put a thumbnail out if it gets worked out, but that was what he communicated to me, just the other day. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, so if you're going to ask questions, if he does able to make the show and it does work out, you're going to have to, we won't be taking probably a lot of questions unless they're supers, because can't be looking, trying to ask him. We'll have a limited time. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't be asking him, should you trade Logan Webb or anything like that?
Yeah. And don't ask him about the Pride Night, how he feels about that, or just, I did a video. Did you see my video on that, Dallas?
I did watch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, that thing sure blew out of proportion.
The whole thing did. I mean, why don't we just relax, man? Just let people make free choices in life.
Can't we? Yeah. And can't we keep the politics and the everything out of sports? Can't we we have enough problems with this team to throw in a bunch of outside issues? I don't know. I mean,
NorCal. Casey, how does Matt Chapman feel about Pride Night? Gosh. Could you imagine? Hey, hey, wait a minute. Rob C. I'll tell him off the air. How's that? Rob,
it's not true.
You
just get bigger. I wasn't fat, but I was going to the gym and lifting weights, and you get big.
Yeah, it's just your everything. Yeah, it's just
you can't stay 6'2", 160 pounds, 6'3", 160 pounds. You end up becoming a 200-pound person. That's just how it works.
Rob, are you? I think this is Rob Petaluma. Rob, is that you? Are you Petaluma, Rob? Rob, tell me if you are. I think you are. I'm pretty positive you are. If you are, Rob, check your email. Dallas was juicing. Exactly. Dallas was juicing. Well, I don't know if you guys know Dallas's, family owns Balco.
That's right. I get the discount.
Oh, Modesto. Okay. Modesto Rob. Okay. Petaluma Rob is not in here. All right.
Let's call it fast food.
Not Jim. They're giving you a hard time, man. Look, man, I don't know. Maybe some of these guys are still only 21, but you do naturally grow. And you don't think the more weights Bryce lifts, he's going to fill out?
Of course. It's not even a question. It's so silly. Now, when you change from 30 to 40, then things change again. You start you basically can eat nothing and not gain weight. That happens too. But when you're in your 20s, you can eat whatever you want, and it doesn't matter. It depends on your metabolism, obviously. Some people can, some people can't. But when I was younger, I could eat anything and not have to, worry about getting fat because the metabolism was running at a really high rate. I'm sure that's the same with Eldridge, but he's going to bulk up, and his body type now is not going to be what it is when he's 26.
Mm-hmm. That is true. Let's see.
Yeah, not looking forward to that, Scrapper.
Hey, hold on 1 second here. Got something for you here. Chat. Who's that young guy? Who's that young skinny guy? You know who that is, Dallas? Oh, Dallas isn't there. He just disappeared on me.
I'm here.
Okay. Do you know who that is?
I can take a guess.
Who do you think it is?
I think it's Aaron Judge.
Yeah, in 2000.
I was trying to think of his hometown's name.
2014.
It's right by me.
2014.
Linden.
Yeah, 2014. That means he was 22. Not
He looks
as big
awfully
as he-
skinny there.
Gosh, what do you know? He doesn't look like the massive Aaron Judge. Even though he was 6'7". Yeah, Bryce is not going to be ever as thick probably as Judge because he's got a longer, type of body. But he's going to put on muscle and
Be right back.
Yeah, 10 to 20 pounds just by, getting older and weights and all of that. Anyway, there you have it. Aaron Judge. Oops, hit the wrong one. Why is that not going off? There we go. All right. Well, we've been going 47 minutes, guys. Giants lose a tough one, 4-3. Can't seem to get that fourth victory in a row. They are back to 13 under 500. They are now 2-1 on this shortened 5-game trip. They're going to have the makeup game from the game they missed last night, and they will be playing that on August 31st. So that's not going to be easy for the Giants because the Giants normally would have had an off day on the 31st of August after playing a Sunday afternoon game, August 30th, against the Diamondbacks. And so now the Giants, what's the tragic number? I haven't figured that out, Mark. I have to figure that one out. Takes a while to fill it out because you got to figure out who's in, who's out. But the Giants on August 30th are home to Arizona. And then they were scheduled to have a day off on the 31st and go to Pittsburgh for 3 and then the New York Mets for 3. But now they're going to have to go straight to Atlanta and play a 6:05 evening game in Atlanta, 3:05 our time. And then they will, they will fly out at what? 6 p.m. that night out of San Francisco, get into Atlanta at close to 2 a.m. in the morning. Okay. And then get to their hotel, get settled. It's 3 a.m. You sleep till noon. You get up, you go to the ballpark. Tough out to go. And think about this. On August 18th, the Giants start a 13 games in a row without a day off. Okay. And then they were scheduled to have the day off on August 31st. Now they are going to be playing on the 31st. So that's day 14 in a row. And then they play September 1st through the 9th without a day off. So they will have played 15, 16, 17, 20, 23 games in a row without a day off. Why do I bring this up? Because that is going to destroy the Giants at the end of August if they haven't been completely destroyed already. That part of the schedule is murderous. Absolutely murderous. Cleveland, Boston, come home without a day off, face Cincinnati, and then Arizona for 4, and then go to Atlanta for 1 game, and then up to Pittsburgh, over to the New York Mets, across country again to face the St. Louis Cardinals for 3 before they get a day off. And the season's basically over after that 23 games, because after that, there is only 15 games to go. So if they had any chance whatsoever of having just any amount of hope, that schedule has just completely thrashed them. They were due 1 day off August 31st, and they were going to play 13. They were going to be playing 23 games or 22 games. 6. Hold on here. 3, 6, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, they were going to be playing 22 games in 23 days. Now they're playing 23 games in 23 days. The only saving grace is that in September, you get to call up a couple more guys, and they will need reinforcements of the pitching staff on September 1. So that's kind of brutal. I see, put the link to the earlier video in the description below. Okay, that's a good idea, Scrapper. I was just going over the schedule and letting everybody know that the Giants now play August 31st in Atlanta, and how tough that trip's going to be, because they won't get out. They probably won't arrive in Atlanta until 2 a.m, 1, 2 a.m, get to the hotel, 3 a.m, get settled, have to sleep till noon, get up, play a game at 6:05 in Atlanta, and then head straight up to Pittsburgh. And what that did, the Giants only had 1 day off starting on August 18th through September 9th, and it was August 31st, and now they don't have that day off. So they played 23 games in 23 days, Dallas. And
I heard that, yeah.
If anything would derail a comeback, that's it right there. Right when you're wiped out at the end of the year anyway, and now you get no rest. My goodness. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough.
No doubt about it. It's going to be a rough one.
Yeah.
There's no really good options. I mean, they There was one day that they shared where the Giants could have flown to Atlanta, played a game, and then flown back to San Francisco, but they didn't want to do that. So,
yeah. Let me see here. Let me do something with YouTube. Hold on here. One second here. Oh, wait a minute. No, we don't want to do that. We want to do this. Well, Dallas, you want to bring up the old Immaculate grid and we'll get out of here?
sure. One moment.
It is Friday night. All right, let's see if we can do this.
All right, I got it here. Let's share my screen.
How do I do this?
Oh, it's a good one.
Is it? Let's see. Can I do this? No, I'm not able to. All right, hold on here. I'm working on something here. Let's see, videos. All right, let's see if we can pull this up. Say, okay, share. Share? Is there a way to copy? Hold on here. No. Oh, copy. There we go. There we go. Copy. All right, guys. I'm going to put in the link. If you guys want to open this up later, that is a link to a video that I recorded for yesterday's viewing on why I think what went wrong. I think it's titled, what is it titled? It is titled The Real Problem with the Giants' Pride Night Backlash. Okay. View it at your leisure if you'd like, and comment if you'd like. But
You'll be quizzed on it next time.
Yes. All right. So we got the A's and the Yankees. We think of Reggie Jackson. That's too obvious. A's and Yankees, everybody. A's, Yankees. There's a lot of them. Sonny Gray. Did Miguel Tejada play with the Yankees? Luis Polonia. I like that one. Let's go with that one. Let's go Luis Polonia. That's a 1%er.
Less than 1%.
Nice. All right, we're going to go. Which way are we going? We're going across or are we going to go down?
Across.
All right, Pittsburgh
Across.
and the A's. Pittsburgh and the A's. Come on, everybody. Come up with your best guesses. Come on. So let's see. Pittsburgh and the A's.
Jason Kendall.
Jason Kendall. How about I know there's some that's not bad. Matty Alou, maybe. He played for the A's, but that's in the 70s. And what do you think of that one? Matty Alou. Let's get a little Giants action in there.
All right. Want to do that one?
Sure. Matty Alou. Phil Garner's another one, but let's go Matty Alou.
We got 4 choices.
Matty. Take Matty.
Okay. 2%.
Yeah. Now we're doing the A's and Angels. Woohoo. A's.
Guess who I'm going to see on Sunday? Or on tomorrow, Saturday.
Who are you going to see?
A little early Father's Day gift.
The River Cats? The A's. The A's.
I'm going to be going to see the Angels take on the A's.
Nice. Nice.
Mhm.
Nice. All right. There's a lot of A's and Angels. Reggie Jackson was one, but we don't want to go there. Hey, how about a Giant? I'm thinking. I'm not sure if he played for the Angels. I know Don Baylor did. I thinking Mike Aldretti. Do you guys remember Mike Aldretti? Mike Aldretti. Shoot.
I'm not seeing Mike
Jake
Aldretti
Lamb.
playing for the Angels.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Giants, Montreal. Oh, there it is. Oakland. Oh, no, Angels. Oh, California Angels. There it is. 95.
Ursula, Gio Ursula, I think, is another one. Chris Young. Chris Young, is that the same manager of the Texas, the Pobo of the Texas Rangers? Chris Young? I think it is. Try either Aldretti or Chris Young. I don't know who would be less.
.2.
Nice.
And look, he's got a Giants hat on.
That's what we were looking for. New York. Juan Soto will be like 30%. New York. Help us out, everybody. Yankees, Mets.
David Cohn.
That's a good one, but that'll be high, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Come on. I wonder who the most obscure player would be for Mets Yankees. I know.
Austin Slater.
Really? Harrison Bader, I think. Austin Slater? I know he was with the Mets. Did he play for the Yankees?
Mets and Yankees, yes. That's a good one.
Go for Austin Slater. What the heck?
Austin Slater. 0.2.
Nice. Mets, Pirates. What was the other one we had the other night with no teams? It was just players. It's pretty interesting. Mets and Pirates. Willie Randolph used to be, Willie Randolph. You ever seen Wally Bachman on Twitter managing, going completely berserk on people? This guy was crazy. Gene Klein's Tim Foley, Mets. I don't know if he played for the Yankees. Tim Foley. Don't remember. Remember him with the Mets. Gosh, there's got to be a lot. What What do you got?
Getting some Gregory Soto's here.
Gregory Soto's.
That's probably a good one.
Try look that one up.
Which one?
In the
Oh, I see it.
yeah. Going for a crazy name here.
I'm seeing no. Oh, yep. Want to do that one?
Yeah, try it. This guy by the
That'll
name of Bill Short, I pulled out of the hat.
0.01.
Nice.
All right. Mets and Angels.
Mets and Angels. Come on, chat. Mets and Angels. Da, da, da. J.D. Davis was a Met. Didn't he go to the Angels after he left to the Giants? I think he did. J.D. Davis.
He's played on a lot of teams.
Try him. I think he
Angels
only played,
and Mets, yes.
I think he only played a few games with the Angels. J.D. Davis. Please be under 1.
Elk Grove High School's own.
0.3.
All right. Braves and Yanks.
Braves and Yanks. Braves and Yanks. There's going to be a lot of them there. These are hard to. Come on. Help us out, chat. Cabrera, Milky Cabrera. See, Braves, Mets.
Milky
Sandy.
Cabrera.
Well, Max Fried. That'll be
we're
too
doing
many.
Yankees.
Yeah,
and,
that'd be too many, wouldn't it? That'd be too many.
Who?
Max Fried, too high a percentage.
Yeah, Milky would work.
How about you remember the guy that wrote the Ball 4? He wrote Ball 4, Jim Bouton. You ever read the book Ball 4? It was a great book.
I don't think I have. No.
Old book. Right. Go with Jim Bouton. I think he played for both teams, and I want to say he played only a few games with the Braves.
5.
Jim Bouton.
5 games.
All right, that should give 0.6. Darn, I want to get into the 0.1. All right, what do we got? Braves and Pirates?
Yep.
No. Oh, there's a lot. Oh, didn't we do this the other day? Braves and Pirates and do Charlie Morton?
Well, what about is it too soon for the Giants catcher?
Joey Bart? He hadn't played yet.
Yeah. Hasn't played yet. Dang.
Yeah, I think we'd skip that. Yeah, that would have been a good one. Dang it. Let's get somebody obscure, chat. Kenny Lofton.
Everyone says Mike Mordecai.
Mike Mordecai? Is that obscure? It can't be that obscure if everybody said it.
Well, he played for the. No, I don't see it. Braves and Expos and Marlins. That's it.
Try that guy.
Trying to get us.
Try that guy. This is Braves Pirates, right?
Braves Pirates.
Yeah, try.
Well, that's pretty obscure.
Yeah. Let's see how he does.
So he played for the Boston Statistics. Did they become the Braves?
I don't know.
Let's see if that's true. They were the 1881 Boston Statistics.
Didn't the Boston Statistics become the Boston Braves, or they became the Atlanta Braves?
Let's see if that's the case. But he wasn't a Brave, though.
Oh.
Boston Statistics baseball team. I never knew that was a team.
I never heard that. We learn something new every night. All right. So maybe we should go with
maybe something a little bit more contemporary.
How about
like,
Sam Frock? Sam
like
Frock.
last century. All right. Sam Frock. He played for Pittsburgh and the Boston Doves.
Well, they changed the name again?
They weren't the Boston Statistics. It was the page. They didn't even have a name. They were just the Boston baseball team. Unless they were called the Boston Dove Statistics. Boy, that was silly.
All right.
They didn't have a name back then. They were just the Boston team.
All right. Well, the Braves didn't exist in Atlanta till.
No, but I think the Boston Braves would still count.
Try. Here's a name, Bob Hall. No, or try Albert Hall. Bob Hall or Albert Hall. I think Albert Hall. Albert Hall would probably work. That's it. That's both.
Atlanta and Pittsburgh. Yes, that's going to be a .01.
Give it a shot.
.08.
Ugh. I think
he's almost guy, he's at the legal limit.
Yeah. He's at the legal limit. All right, what's the last one? Atlanta and the Angels? Braves Angels. Oh, there's a recent guy Soler, but he might be too high. Jorge Soler.
He's a former Giant. That's good.
Yeah. Let's get somebody. Mike Ford. Let's go with. You want to go with Mike Ford? He's a former Giant.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's go Mike Ford and get this thing over here with and get out of here. See what our score is. Where is our score? Do we have anything over? We had one that was a 2, and that was a Lou.
There it is. Our best ever.
What was his score, Ford?
.2.
All right. A 4. You know, it's possible to get less than a 1.
I can believe it.
If you got .01 on 9 of them. Wow. We gotta figure that out. All right, what's going on tomorrow? Who's pitching tomorrow? Is it Webb? Is it Webby? Should be Webby.
Let's pull it
tomorrow.
up here.
I think it's
Tomorrow
Webby.
we have pitching for your San Francisco Giants,
pitching.
Trevor McDonald.
Oh, geez. Didn't Webb pitch
Versus-
last Sunday?
Webb is going to pitch on this Sunday.
Oh, because they got bumped today.
Bump today. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just pitch Webb on his, because he's already pitched Sunday, tomorrow's Saturday. It's still, why are you giving Webb a full week and not, when did Webb pitch last? He pitched, hold on here. I got to pull up the schedule. Home schedule. All right. Webb pitched. He pitched against, what's the date today? June 19th. Didn't he pitch against the Cubs on Sunday? They won. Yeah. He pitched Sunday. So he's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days off already. And you're going to pitch him on, instead of 5 days rest, 6 days. I don't like that. Let me tell you why I don't like that. That's out of the rhythm of Logan Webb. He likes to pitch every fourth day, maybe fifth day. Now you're giving him 6 days off. My guess is Webby isn't Webb on Sunday. Who cares
You
about
think so?
Trevor McDonald? Yeah. Who cares about Trevor McDonald taking an extra day?
Well, he'd have to take 2 extra days.
Well, who cares? I don't care if he takes 3 extra days. I think Webb should be pitching on 5 days rest, not 6. I think that throws him off a little bit. I've seen pitchers when they get too much rest, they don't have the command. They're just a little off.
Well, he has 1 day of extra rest, right?
Watch him throw a perfect game.
Because he did pitch, long in the last game. He pitched 8 innings. So maybe they want to give him that extra day.
Yeah.
Justin
Well-
Rosenthal. Yeah, probably not.
Well, what it's setting themselves up for is probably so that he can face Atlanta at home. But all right, whatever. We'll go with it.
Yeah. And you can get ready for Tyler Malley getting back in the rotation. That will happen.
Yeah, and I agree, Justin. Does it really matter? Probably not.
Malley will get in the rotation because they do want to show that he can pitch, and maybe they can find a home for him and pick up something.
Yep. It's hey guys, we're gonna be I was gonna play Tony Victory, but we can't.
No.
Sorry. So we will
We'll do it again tomorrow.
we'll do it live. Do it live.
I think maybe they pitch Webb tomorrow. Let's see.
You know what? Yeah. Have him plan for McDonald and then just switch it like 25 minutes before the game.
Yeah. That's good gamesmanship.
McDonald, yeah, that's good gamesmanship. Exactly. We need to do something.
They probably have Webb pitch on Father's Day.
Oh yeah, new father. Is McDonald a father yet? Maybe not. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe there's something into that. Hey guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Hey, and as you know, check out the in the chat there in the description. You want to make sure you sign up for Prize Picks. If we're going to put that little sign up there, Dallas, the code in there. Guys, make sure you check out Prize Picks. Right now, new users can get you play $5, you get $50 in lineups. Prize Picks is a daily fantasy app where you build lineups by choosing whether players will have more or less than a projected stat total. Make sure you use that code NCSN right there. Yeah, right there. Use that promo code. That'll get you the $50. And download the app, build your lineup, follow along while watching the games. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon. Giants take on the Miami Marlins at 1:10 p.m. our time. Probably expect us somewhere around 4 o'clock. About 4 o'clock. And don't forget to hit that like button on the way out. We appreciate you being here. Check out my video that I put out if you're interested in a 15-minute video, my take on the whole Pride event. Yeah, I even referenced a little Mike Krukow. So respect Kruk, but I respectfully disagreed with his take that ball players should have to almost kind of conform to the city they're playing in. That takes away their individualism, I think. But, I think these guys, whatever they did, they did. But anyway, Giants lose it 4-3. Tough loss. They're now 13 under and still searching for that 4-game winning streak. We shall. Oops, I forgot to get the music in. Oops, I messed up. Hold on, Dallas. Let me turn the music off.
Goodbye.
There we go. See you guys.